Testing, testing. Testing, testing. Testing, testing. Making sure things is good. Audio is fine. Twitch, YouTube. So yeah, so I'm curious to see if this game is good or not. I know good is subjective, but wanted to kind of give this a shot. I wasn't really going to bother with it, but I figured why not give it a go, try it out. I literally just downloaded it maybe I would say like maybe 30 minutes ago I downloaded it. So I've been kind of keeping up to date with the some of the people on Twitter and just, people, they're leaving their thoughts and all that stuff. So I don't know. I've seen a few complaints about it so far, but I have seen early on it did have some good numbers, some good strong numbers. I've seen reports of it having to like what almost 90,000 people playing it. So, the game is a free to play game. So, that might be it. So I'm about to just open up my Xbox app. And and then I have to hope that my I can play the game remotely from my Xbox, because sometimes this feature is kind of a hit or miss, and that's not really an issue from the game. It's probably just a Microsoft thing. So I'm just testing it literally for the first time. So I just clicked on my Xbox app, and so let me go and show that. It should be showing right now while I set this up. I'm doing all this just raw right now. All right. I've seen people complain about the wait time for the queue. I honestly feel like that's a little bit unfair, because given the fact that the game literally just came out, so sometimes you might have to wait a little bit. I mean, I don't think that's a big deal, but it's a big deal to some people. All right. I think everything is set, right? Let me just make sure the audio is coming through. Make sure that's good. It's set to the right thing. Okay. I think we're good, right? Hold on. Let me lower down the game audio just a little bit. And let's see if I can even play this. So you can see I literally have no time played on this game, so I'm literally just I'm playing it for the first time. So let's see. Oh, okay, so I gotta like we gotta deal with the EULA. Every game has a ENYA user license. And I can already see that I can't move my controller. So, as I said before, sometimes games don't do well for me when it comes to remote. So, what I'm gonna try to do, sometimes this works. Oh wait, did it work? Hold on. Wait. It's slightly, all right. Let me try this. I'm gonna end the remote, and then I'm gonna go back in. So that's what I'm gonna do. Because sometimes this app is a pain, because I don't play my games directly from a capture device, just because the way my room is laid out. So so yeah, sometimes when I log back in, it fixes itself, And then the final solution I tend to try is just simply connecting my controller directly to the PC. I mean, my laptop. So let's see. Yeah, this is for whatever reason. All right, so I'm gonna now just attempt to connect my laptop. I mean, not my laptop, but my controller to the actual the USB to my my adapter here. Let's see if that fixes the issue. Okay, that fixes the issue. Okay, so now I can move. All right. Okay. Sometimes I got to do all that. All right. Let me exit out of that. Sometimes that's annoying. Move that out the way. All right. All right. Oh, that's right. I can't. So it looks like I can't look at the actual screen from Stream Elements to show me my chat while I'm playing this game. So oh my God, bro. Hold on. Can I do it this way? Shit, I can't even do it this way either. Oh my God. So I can't be out of the game. So I can't look at my chat unless I oh my goodness. This has nothing to do with the game. This is literally just how I stream games. Some games work better, but this is just a pain in the ass. So basically what it is right now is the way this is, I can play the game, but I will not be able to look at the combined chat of Twitch and YouTube. Now, given the fact that I don't really have a lot of followers on Twitch, YouTube is pretty much the primary. So yeah, this is annoying. So I could bring up my Twitch or my YouTube on my phone, but yeah, this is really irritating. This is not I don't think this is the game's fault. I mean, you could probably blame the game, but I don't. What's up? What's up, man? Yeah, so this is not really the game's fault, more so than it's just how my setup is. Some games, when I play these games online, I'm able to play them on my big screen, and I'm able to look at my laptop and see the chat, and I can do what I gotta do. Unfortunately, with this game, I cannot move anything on screen because I'm looking at the OBS on my laptop so I can see the chat. So I would have to completely close out the chat just to play this game. So yeah, that's the kind of annoying thing about that. And by the way, this is Highguard, by the way. So that's just really irritating. Like for instance, sometimes like a game like Ninja Gaiden 4, I can stream the game, but I'd have to exit out of the remote of the app and then go back in for it to register. But another game like Silksong, I would have no problem playing. So it depends on the fucking game. It's really irritating. Yeah, because when I go to look at my Stream Elements, I can't move. But when I exit out of the Stream Elements and I go back into the Xbox app, I can now move around. Like I can move around. So it's really irritating. So as I'm playing the game, I literally won't be able to interact with anybody in the chat. So that's just an unfortunate situation right now. Yeah, I literally can't interact with anybody. Oh my God. All right, well, I guess I could just look at this as like, all right, I'm live, but I'm just gonna play through the game and talk. But I literally cannot play the game and interact with chat because again, if I have the thing on screen to show me the chat, it disconnects me from the game. That is not the game's problem. That's an issue with how the remote is. So I just want to be clear about that. So anyway, I'm just gonna focus on the game, and unfortunately for this, I'm gonna have to. I can't interact with the chat at the same time as I play this game. So obviously, I'm gonna edit all of this out. But yeah. So let me try to. So I'm just gonna focus on the game right now because I have no other option. All right. Okay. So this game is it's a hero shooter. I don't know if it's 3-on-3, 5-on-5. I'm not too sure. It came with a lot of controversy, given the fact that this was a game that was showcased on it was the final game showed on the Game Awards. So so basically that's and also the controversy also was, typically if you're going to be showcased on the Game Awards, you typically have to pay for, you have to pay for your slot, right? So if you're Silksong, people from the Team Cherry, they paid to be a part of the actual award show. But if you're an up and coming game and you want your game to be showcased, similar to what they do on the Super Bowl, where they have a commercial ad, the person has to pay for that ad space. So the issue is that Jeff Keighley, he was the one that organized that award show that happened last year, and he gifted the Highguard development team the final slot in the award show, which is the most coveted slot, because that's the trailer space that the audience and everybody at home are going to see as the final thing. So a lot of people didn't like that, and then once it came out that Jeff Keighley basically gave them that slot for free, and that Jeff Keighley played the game, and basically it was like, you can argue and say he was playing favorites. So a lot of the community were outraged by this. So the development team of this game, they went dark. They didn't say anything. Perhaps that was a good thing as far as I'm concerned, if I was giving them public relations advice. So now that the game launched, the game, from what I saw, launched at about 90,000 or so players. I believe right now it's dropping. I think it's around 57 or 58,000 right now on Steam. So I'm going to give this a shot. I'm just going to go through a couple of things, and then I'm going to give my impressions. Unfortunately, if you're seeing me right now, I have an issue where I cannot interact with the chat. I can't even show the chat on my laptop because it disconnects me with the way I have things connected. That is not a Highguard thing. That's just my own current setup. So just to be clear on that. All right, so let me just kind of go and look at what are some people going to look at. Let's look at the menu here, right? Okay, there's my name. I guess, okay, this is like your in-game currency stuff. I guess this is if I want to add a player. Okay, now mind you, I'm not the most avid hero shooter player, so that's another thing. Let me see, do they have options? I think I have to go through this first, right? Oh, here we go. Let me go to settings. All right, so here's your settings. You change the language, auto run, video. You can only change the brightness from what I can see, sound effects. All right, here's my controller. Summon, mount, double jump. Exact turn rate, aim down the sights. All right. Crossplay is on. Okay. So I guess we're gonna see. Let's learn how to play. Okay, so you got 3 modes: raid mode, which is 3-on-3 sieges, training grounds. So let's just see, because I'm a fucking rookie with this. So I think I made the selection, right? Okay, so I guess we play. I'm assuming this is this is what I selected. Unless I accidentally got into a real match. Okay, here we go. Okay. All right, here's my training.
Here we are. Welcome to Headwall. Let's get your warden training started.
Okay. So typically the first thing I always do is I look to see if they animated the character's feet. Because sometimes in some games when you look down on a first-person shooter, you're able to see the whole character, like you're able to see your body. In this game, that's not the case. I will say for me right now, I am playing on the Xbox Series X, and it does move very smooth. FYI, I do have my OBS settings for 720p, so the game will not look as good on the stream as it does look on my 4K TV. Okay, so... Okay. So that's how you run. That's the animation. Switching weapons. Aim down the sight. Seems pretty quick. Actually, very quick. That ADS is very fast. If I hold down... No, there's no... Alright, what's the melee? Melee is interesting. Okay. Crouch. That's pretty cool. I like how he alters the way he's holding the weapon when he's crouched. So that's pretty cool. Same thing. Yeah, so that's decent. A little reflection of the light there. All right. In a game like this, I don't expect the background details to be super like OP. But I am looking for like responsiveness and things of that nature. Can I slide? Like, is there a slide or no? Okay, there's a slide.
Flynn's just ahead. He'll lead the basics, and when he thinks you're ready, I'll finish this up.
Okay. Your mantle. Look at that again.
Come on,
Does
kid,
it look different for the different weapon? Okay, well, mantling seems pretty fast. It's not the best mantle animation I've seen, but it's pretty quick. Okay.
Welcome. I'm Trader Flynn. Just call me Flynn. First step's just ahead. Let's see what you're made of.
So right here, if you notice, well, I notice that the clouds are not moving. So the clouds are very static. So they're just basically background. So, but that's fine. Or maybe, hold on, maybe let me look. Actually, you know what? Maybe it might be moving. Maybe I'm just not noticing. I don't know. I'll leave that up to you guys if you think that the clouds are moving. Not the smokestack here, but the clouds. Some games have that extra attention to detail, some games don't. But it's just something to pay to note of. Good wind effects here. That's pretty solid. Alright, so where am I going here? Alright, let me go over this way. Okay, so yeah, so you can sprint and press the crouch button to slide. Alright. Can I shoot this? Okay, so you can shoot that. Alright, okay. So you can shoot things. Some games you would shoot certain items or certain things and they wouldn't, like, you would have no interactability.
Let's get this thing started.
Oh, let's look at this. Okay, well, at least they have some effects that on the water. Weapon reload animation was decent. Okay, so you can't go prone in this game, from what I can see. So it's either crouch or stand.
You've got this. Take them all out. Okay, Time for some combat. We can start by firing your weapon. Go ahead. Take some shots.
Yeah, I'm definitely not Dr. Disrespect when it comes to this sort of game, so
There you go. Nice shooting.
mockery is welcome.
Now try it with the scope.
Oh, I think I already did this part. Am I shooting these guys or? Oh, okay, so press left stick. Oh, okay. Interesting. That's interesting that they give you that. And it's just not already there.
Now
So
try
that's,
the grenade.
so that's kind of
You can
interesting.
get where bullets can't.
Okay. Grenade. Oh, okay, that's a cool little animation there. So that's a default animation of like just holding a grenade. That's pretty solid. All right.
Fantastic. Not bad.
Not the best explosion,
the next
but you know,
platform.
hey, it's serviceable. All right, so what do we got here? I guess they want me to go over this way, right? Oh, I can shoot this? Oh, that's what I... Oh, okay, that was part of the target. All right. Let's see what the next objective is going to be.
So once you're out there, you'll find good weapons, but the rare ones are upgraded. The upgrades evolve. Weapons marked orange will come with some nice perks. Give it a go.
So we got the Longhorn Repeater. It's a legendary, faster reload, faster swap. Okay. So this is like typical like looter shooter rarities, right? You got your blue, your purple, your gold. So that's not something that's like, you know, that's like the typical from what I can see. Let's just go with, I don't know, let's go with this. It might have been the same damn thing. Oh, okay, so I can add, all right. So is it that every weapon has, all right, this weapon wouldn't have a scope, right? Let's look. Oh, so I just picked up the same gun. Okay, hold up. So let's just go back to what I had here. Okay. So I can take, all right, so basically you can put the scope on and off. All right, that's pretty cool.
That was something special. Good work, kid. Take that zip line to the next platform. Right, kid. Listen, it's dangerous out there. You can lose yourself or your mate. But folks like us don't quite go away.
Is that a Mogwai? Is that a, it's like one of them gremlins from the 1980s movies. Oh, shit. All right, hold on.
Well
What
done.
the hell?
Well, that's all for this place.
Oh, that was definitely a
Let's go
unique,
blow some stuff up, shall we?
take on reviving. All right, so I gotta move over. Gotta move over here. Okay, I guess I can just fall damage. Okay, not really, from what I can see. All right. So this is Highguard for anybody that might be curious. A new game that just hero shooter that just released earlier today. I don't mind the destructibility of the melee weapon, but I'm not a fan of how it kind of pauses on the item that you're destroying, and then it destroys. I'm not a fan of that. Like, I'd much rather them, that little delay, I'd much rather them get rid of that. For instance, you see, You see that? That slight pause, I'd much rather it just destroy or cause damage at the moment it impacts. I don't like the little pause right there. But yeah, not that big of a deal. Now this, alright, so that's not a bad thing because it's taking a few swipes to kind of get rid of this. Oh, that last animation looked pretty good.
Now the shop is open. Step right up.
Okay.
You don't have any coin to spend yet. Better find some. Go harvest some Vesper.
Vesper, alright. So I have to... Oh, okay, so, okay, so it's this. Interesting. So this is like something out of like Fortnite, I guess. Because I remember people do this in Fortnite where they're like chopping things.
Try those crystals. Your axle.
Resource gathering or whatever. Oh, okay, so you can do it repeatedly. Alright. I was just doing it one at a time, but can I hold the button down? Oh, okay. Wait a second. Oh, what's this? So if I press in the melee button, does he throw it? Oh, okay. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, there's more shit you can do here. Hold on.
That's plenty, kid. Come on back.
Hold up.
I've got a rocket calling to you.
So wait. Is it that the thing comes back to you? Alright, so if I throw it, is it still there? Oh, okay. That's pretty cool. Ah, I see. That's pretty nice. Alright. That's pretty cool. Alright, okay.
Bring me that Vesper, kid. Let's blow some stuff up.
That's... I actually like that. I actually like that. For me, I like that. I guess I'll see how much damage it does to, you know, to players. Alright. That's pretty cool. Now let's see what this guy got to talk
Great.
about.
Grab that rocket. Pick up some ammo, too.
Alright.
Right, kid. See those grey walls in the building behind me? Point that rocket and wipe them out.
Okay, so this is a raid tool. So... Alright. So basically this kind of reminds me of you played a game called Destiny. So when you hold the melee button, you change to like the big weapon.
Gotta say, I'm envious of such power, kid. Now tear down those walls.
Alright. Well, I don't think anybody was expecting Battlefield 6 level destructibility, but it's serviceable.
Now, let's try something else. I'm going to reinforce those walls. Reinforced walls are stronger than stone. Your little axe won't do too much if you want to try.
Okay.
Use that gun of yours to finish them off.
It's
Or you
decent.
can always give me more coin for ammo. I do love destruction. But time to move on. You say you're a warden. Let's see what power you've really got. I'll meet you over there.
I guess when I get into like a lobby or like a real match, I'll see how the performance holds up. Right now, I'm still going through the tutorial right now. I have a feeling I'm not done quite yet because I haven't gotten to the point where you ride a horse. I think you're going to ride a horse pretty soon.
Skill, perseverance, passion, and a power that makes the world worth living. Head to the hall, kid. Take the turn. I'll see you over there. That power is what makes us special, unique. Let's see what yours can do. Now's the time to really shine. Move up to those walls and show me what you've got.
I guess he means this wall. So it says destroy 3 walls while using your tactical. Okay, so that's left bumper. Is it... What the hell? Okay. Interesting.
Let me help you out with a power boost. Go on, take those walls out.
All right.
We are proving why the Vigil so desperately needs us. Now, let's put all your weight behind this one. Let it out, Warden. I know you've got it in you.
Okay. So.
Go, Warden. Let loose. You've got this. Try again. I bet you could tear through that whole building like it's paper.
What in the world? Okay, so that wall takes like 2 melee ability strikes, but the ultimate. Okay.
Well, that's it for me, mate. There's your ride. Better go catch it. Good luck. I'll see you out there.
Alright. It's pretty cool.
Hop on board, Warden. The live fire area's on the next island.
So if there is anybody in my chat, YouTube or Twitch, I apologize for not interacting, but right now because of my current setup, if I'm looking at the chat right now or if I have it accessible, the game will just not work for me. And that is not a Highguard issue per se. You know, like people who are playing, you know, from their computer or whatever. It's just me. I run this game through my Xbox app using the remote feature, and sometimes some games work better than others in this. So I don't blame this on Highguard per se.
Will help protect your base.
All right, what do we got here?
Walk up to a wall to reinforce it
Oh,
with
okay,
iron.
so I can do this. Okay, so I could see that this also repairs the wall as well.
Right,
Interesting.
unlocking base shields. It's time to get out there and find gear.
All right. All right.
Remember, you're a warden. No need to run on foot all the time. Go on, mount up.
Oh, what? So AA tapping jump twice gives me access to my
The most
horse.
important thing you can find is improved armor. If you come across an armor chest, the blue ones, grab some.
Well, I'll give them this. At least they gave you a horse. Can you imagine if you look down and you're supposed to be riding a horse, but there was no horse that you could see? So at least they actually give you like a bit of a something on screen to show you that you're actually on a horse. I say that because earlier when I'd said that when in first-person shooter titles, when you look straight down, you would usually, in some games, you would see your legs, your feet. You can see your feet moving. So I'm glad that they at least added the animation for the horse in this regard. Well, at least the horse speed feels pretty quick when you're like galloping and such. So that does feel like, for me, this feels good. I will admit, for me, the sprint animation I don't know. I don't know how people feel about it, but I'm just imagining when there's fights going on. I feel like the sprint animation could be maybe a little bit quicker, but I don't know. Maybe that's just my own. I don't know. Maybe that's not a big deal. Alright.
Great. That's a red chest. Now find a blue chest.
What is this? Oh, saber rifle. Let's try this. Yeah, okay. Guess that's like the sniper rifle, right? No, it's not. Can I change the... Hold on. I was looking to see if there's an option to change the fire rate, but perhaps there isn't one on this particular gun or rifle. Alright, so she wants me to do this over here, right? Okay. Oh, wait. Can I open a chest while on the horse? Oh, okay, that's good. Become invisible while using this zip line. That's interesting. Okay. So at least you don't have to get off the horse to open up a chest. What do we got over here? Same thing or no?
That's the blue one.
Is it really? Okay, so we got some armor.
Good. Armor lets you take more hits before going down. It's vital to success. Go find a few more sets.
Okay. All right. I will say, just from the movement of just being on horseback, it definitely feels like really, like for me, it feels good. Oh, wait a minute. So there's like a just frame mechanic? Because I'm seeing it says late on the screen. Wait a second. Oh, okay. So there's a bit of timing for that. That's pretty cool. So, all right, let me look at this again. Oh, okay. That's pretty cool. So if you get really good at that timing, I guess the effectiveness of your melee strikes will be better, I'm assuming. I could get off the horse. Let me just do that. Make it easy. Let's go over here. Corsair, no. Okay. Another armor. The armor piece. Provides 75 health points of protection.
Right, now check what you're carrying.
Detonates a few seconds after being placed on a wall. Okay, now we go to the inventory.
Your armor packs together. Not a bad idea to hold on to a few sets. Let's grab one more piece. Try visiting the trader. Flynn will help you out.
Alright, let's go over this way.
Over here, Warden. Let's get you all armored up.
Okay. Alright, so I can buy additional pieces here.
Grab that armor, Warden.
Heads up, Warden. Sorry about this.
I love this part.
Sorry about that one, mate. I need you to know that if you get taken out like that, the armor you've got on breaks. This is why multiple armor sets is a good idea.
Interesting.
Right, enough messing with you. I think you're ready. Choose your spawn point and head back to base.
Don't forget, my shop carries armor in case you need it.
Okay.
Listen up. The storm's forming the shield breaker. Let's move. Right out.
So, okay. So right here, so
When
it
the shield
shows...
breaker appears, that's all that matters. You need that shield breaker to get into an enemy base so that you can wipe them out.
So does this mean that I already have this equipped?
Right. Shield breaker's
Hold
ready.
on. I need to understand
Grab it,
this. Is this what's equipped or not? And or is this like just what's left over? All right. Let me just let's go handle this first. Pick up shield breaker. Okay, so you pick up a sword. Alright, I can dig it. Let's move this over here. Oh shit.
Great. Now take the shield breaker to the enemy base. Move.
Alright.
You're at their base. Find one of the plant points and let the shield breaker do its job.
Alright. What the fuck? Oh shit. Oh, okay.
Right. Dome is broken. Let's finish the job. Get inside. Listen up. You're looking for generators to destroy. They're usually inside.
Okay, so far you need the sword to trigger the battering ram, and then once you do
You're
that,
going to have to break some walls down,
then
Warden.
you gotta do
Use
these
heavy power.
shield breaker things. I mean, not the shield breaker. What am I talking about? The generators. So now I'm planning C4, or at least that's what I think this really is. But I guess I can also just destroy them with this, if I really wanted to.
That's a generator, mate. All wardens are set up with bombs, so just walk up to it to plant one.
Okay.
Nice work. Now you better protect it. Enemies can defuse your bomb, so you need to make sure
Okay,
it
so
goes
now
off.
it kind of turns
Each
into like
generator
a
taken out brings you
Battlefield
one step
Call of Duty
closer to
type of
shutting
affair.
the door on an enemy base. There we go, Warden. Nice job. That's one generator down. Track the base's power. It's almost out. One more generator to go. Find one and plant your bomb.
Okay. I think in Call of Duty this would be like search and destroy or
And
something
we're
like
counting
that.
down. Here we go. This is all you need. Get ready, Warden.
So I'm assuming this is gonna activate.
That was fantastic, mate. The Vigil made a great choice. Flynn, anything to add?
I think you're ready, kid. A true warden of Highguard.
Well said. We'll see you out there. Good luck.
Let's see what the video. Let's see what the video shows.
Nice work on the basics, Warden. Now it's time for the advanced brief. Let's go over a few high-level strategies on how to put everything you've learned into practice. Every Warden is unique, and so is every base. Try them out, and in no time, you'll find the base that best suits your unique skills and tactics. Now, once you've settled into a base, the defensive phase will begin. Here you'll have a short window to change your loadout and secure the base. The generators in your base are very important. They're usually found deep inside, surrounded by destructible walls. It's best to use your wall reinforcements to protect those generators. That's the easiest place to start securing your base. When the dome unlocks, I'll give you the signal and we're off. Our strategy for each battle has 3 phases. Phase 1, gear up. Phase 2, intercept. And lastly, Phase 3, raid. I highly recommend gathering armor and upgrading your weapons first. The Vigil has them scattered around. Loot all the resources you can before charging into a fight. Don't forget to harvest Vesper you find around as well. You'll need this currency to buy better weapons, raid tools and armor upgrades from Trader Flynn. Once you have the shield breaker, rally up your team and ride out to the enemy base. This marks the beginning of Phase 2, Intercept. In the Intercept phase, whoever has the shield breaker will be trying to ride with it to the opposing base and break in, and the other team tries to stop them. Again, teamwork is invaluable.
Okay.
Stick together. These intercept battles can make or break who gets to plant the shield breaker and start a raid. Be careful not to get wiped out. If you do, you will drop the shield breaker and hand it right over to the enemy. If no one plants before our time window runs out, we'll find ourselves in a final stretch of overtime. During this stretch, no one will be able to respawn. This makes it all about eliminating the enemy team. You can still plant, but you should be cautious and try not to let our clock run out. If it does, the shield breaker will plant itself to the nearest base for 0 damage, and the raid will begin. During a raid, you'll need to work together to successfully break through and sabotage generators. If you're falling behind and you really need to take this raid, go for the Anchor Stone. Take out the heart of the base for instant victory.
Oh, okay. So that's what that
Be
was.
smart. Plan with your team. Coordinate and unite those powers for devastating effect. In the end, the key to winning is working together, upgrading your gear and securing the shield breaker. Work on mastering these tips and you will become a true warden.
I'm not bored of the
Highguard.
game. I'm yawning because I didn't have much sleep the night before, so I wasn't really planning on doing a stream today, but since this game released, I was like, you know, let me screw around with it. All right. All right, now that I'm done with the training, let me just see if anybody even left any messages. So I'm gonna check the chat real quick before I start this. Let's see. All right. Okay, so I'm looking at chat now. Alvin. Okay, what's up? Okay. Okay, I see Nobleburger had to dip out. That's cool. Hope all is well. And yeah, I'm just kind of screwing around with the game, trying it out, you know. Let me see. All right. Let's get back in. Let's get back in. I wish I could play while I'm actually, you know, looking at the chat, but unfortunately I can't. All right, let me go back to this. All right, there we go. All right, now what's this option? Headwall. Okay, so headwall, war chest, challenges. So you got your daily challenges here, weekly challenges. That's always good for a free-to-play game to kind of give you things to do. Because when I'm playing that game called 2XKO, it's like a fighting game. It's also free to play. They also have like challenges similar to this. Ranked is coming soon. What is war chest? Oh, okay, so I guess this is like if you want to like turn in like the credits you may earn to like, I guess it's like loot chests from what I remember back in like Gears of War days. Trading post, what's this? I'm assuming, yeah, these are things you can buy, and I have absolutely no money right now. Quests. Okay, so if I reinforce a wall, I get this. Just destroy 25 walls. Okay. All right, what else we got? Collection. So these are the heroes. Wait, why does this guy look like Nathan Fillion? Okay. Scarlet. Oh shit, it's pretty cool. Oh wow. All right. Red mane. All right. So this is the default person. All right. What do I prefer? Heat wave. What was red mane? I think let me try this guy. So these are his other outfits. Well, that's interesting. I could do without the hair, but the outfit looks pretty cool. Alright. Okay. Oh, I thought I picked him. Or is it... Oh, wait a second. Is it because I don't... As I see, it says I don't own them. So is this the only guy I have access to? No. Wait. Because I still see the check mark on this guy. I don't know. I guess we'll try. But I don't think the character was changed. Let me try this again. Oh, okay. All right, never mind. That was stupid me. Oh, so you have to hit the X button to make the change. Okay. There we go. Okay. So I guess this is the only play mode right now. So, all right. Let's give this a go. I know I'm going to absolutely get mauled because these type of games are not exactly my strong suit. Okay. Yeah, I got to get some sleep later tonight. I was up playing that 2X KO game in Assassin's Creed Shadows. Alright. I gotta admit, like, the characters to me don't look too bad. I've seen far worse characters in games. Like I said, this guy looks like Nathan Fillion. You know what?
Don't start fights.
Yeah, we'll deal with this guy. Okay. So you have a... Alright. Alright, we're gonna go with this, because somebody else selected this.
base will unlock soon. Stock up, reinforce the walls, get ready to ride out.
So, okay. So I reinforce the walls
I'll
now.
do the pep talk this time. Everyone just remember where you came from. Places we loved and cared for. Or places we don't love and couldn't care less about. That covers most of you. Let's do this.
Strengthening this wall. Sending shock spear.
Alright.
Ten seconds to go. Let's take this one home, group.
Alright, I'm literally trying to follow these guys. Alright, shield breaker
hasn't formed
begins.
just yet. Take some time to ready yourself.
Oh, we know the mantra of red barrels. Alright, I have no idea how this map is situated,
Mounting
so
up. Let's ride.
let me see.
Yeah. Whoa. Yeah.
I will say so far it does feel pretty smooth.
Yeah.
But it could just be because I have pretty solid internet.
Yeah.
How you doing, kid? What can I get you?
Gearing up.
That was pretty interesting. Huh.
Yeah. Whoa.
So my earlier critique, okay, so I have to correct myself. My earlier critique when looking at how the melee animation goes, where there's a slight pause, given the fact that it's an axe, it lends itself to give you that opportunity to press the melee button again in a timed way to go and do a different strike, a follow-up strike. So I didn't know that when I first hit the melee button. So now I understand why they have that little pause in the animation after you strike something.
I'm over here. Stay protected.
Isn't this the same gun I have? Or no? It might be the same. Yeah, it's the same rifle. Oh shit. Okay. All right. Let's see.
Shield breaker's formed. Go get it. The shield breaker's in enemy hands. Move to intercept.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Wait. Who's where? What? Here? Who's where? What now? All right, we're just gonna follow this guy. He ain't doing nothing. Okay. Oh shit!
Drawing fire.
Hold on.
The enemy dropped the shield breaker.
Where's the?
This is our shot.
Oh, okay. Oh shit! That's not good.
Shooting. Getting shot.
Enemy vaporized.
Oh shit!
Down.
I got.
Soul severed. We We all trip sometimes. It's how we get up.
Thanks for
Oh,
having my
thanks for
back.
the revive, I suppose.
Have the shield breaker.
Okay.
Respawns are almost locked. We're getting into the overtime stretch.
Firestorm is hot to trot.
Moving this way.
Final time, team. No more spawns.
Yeah.
On the move. Mounting up.
I'm taking damage. Reloading.
We're getting close. Just 2 enemies left. Only 1 enemy left. You've got this.
Oh shit.
I'm down.
It's tough out there. Stay prepared. Has to get some stronger armor.
Everyone get ready to raid. Siege tower rolling in.
Oh, I can actually.
Took one
That's
down.
pretty interesting.
Purge to soul.
Oh wow. So I can actually watch this. Can I zoom in? Yep. Okay.
It's go time. Dome's cracked.
Am I done or hold on? Oh, okay. I was like, what, how the hell did I respawn? All right. I can go around this way.
Firestorm charged. Bring the heat.
Attacker down.
Oh.
Enemy down.
Okay. I think I just went
Sorry about
around
that,
in circles for no
everyone.
reason.
Back.
Yeah, I don't know about the running
Attacker down.
speed. Yeah. Oh shit, that's my
Let's do this.
so I literally pulled this guy out of the shadow realm.
I'm reloading. Throw a grenade.
Throwing fire.
I'm back.
Sending shots.
Disappear.
Dodge this.
What the hell?
Sending shots there.
Been down.
Firestorm charged. Enemy down. Bring the heat.
down? There we are. Oh shit.
Team, our tower is down. No more respawns.
Better get to Wildlight. It's dangerous out there.
Attacker down. Purge to soul. The blades call.
10 seconds on the bomb. Fight is won.
Your bomb has been defused. Get it together, team.
Oh, okay.
Purge to soul.
So I guess when you're out of attacker lives, you just gotta like.
Stay together.
Oh, that's, okay. You can climb up walls and shit. Alright. So I guess yeah, when you're out of attacker lives, you just gotta like just sit and wait. I guess.
You've destroyed a generator. Keep it up.
One down.
Nice raid, team. Ready for the next one.
I'm back. Ready to bring the heat.
Oh, okay. So I'm back. So I'm not too sure like if when I can't respawn or what I can.
Okay, got time before
But that's
the
probably
next
just a
shield breaker,
me. That's
team.
probably
Get
a
ready.
me issue.
All loot's upgraded, team.
That's I really like the horseback riding aspect.
Yeah.
Incoming airdrop.
The blades call.
Alright. Okay. Oh, the sledgehammer. Longhorn. Isn't it? Wait. Oh, that's what it was.
Airdrop ready. Grab it if you need it.
Alright. I mean, the game feels like it moves well. This isn't like, I don't feel like the game is choppy or anything like that. I don't feel like it's difficult for me to do. Ooh, look at that. Okay. Let's get that sniper rifle. Nice. Okay.
Firestorm locked and loaded.
Yeah, so I don't feel like I'm wrestling with the
Shield breakers
controls.
forming at the
I don't feel
dungeons.
like that.
Mount up.
I'm just not good at the game. Like, you know, there's a difference between not enjoying because it's not your cup of tea, but you can still see that the game is decent, even though it's not your cup of tea. And I think people probably have a hard time doing that. I think some people, they tie their own personal interests on whether or not a game is good or not. So I do think that it takes a bit of skill to set your own personal interests aside and can see, okay, it may not be my cup of tea, but I can feel that the game moves well. It doesn't feel sluggish. You can give some proper critiques. You know, I don't think a lot of people can do that.
Shield breakers ready.
I think
It's
some
go time.
people, you know, they have their own, you know, their own idea, their own preference, and then they'll let that guide their opinion. So like, for instance, I'm not one that is an avid racing game player, but I can look at the upcoming Forza Horizon 6 and I can say, yeah, this game looks fucking amazing, even though it's not really it's not really, racing games are not really my thing, but I can see that Forza Horizon looks fucking amazing. So I don't think people can really do that. I think some people, they'll be like, oh, I don't like racing games, so they all suck. Like, there are people that exist like that. So with this game, I suck at these type of hero shooters. I know how to play them, but I don't have the ability like I do in a fighting game. But I can see that there's some good things about this game.
Get ready. Siege tower coming in.
Sorry about that, everyone. Back.
Dome's cracked. Move in.
Oh wow. Oh.
Shooting. Getting shot at. I'm reloading. Throwing grenade.
Am I having a sound issue? That might be the game. Might be the game. Okay.
Thumper charge planted.
Hacker down.
I'm taking damage.
Oh.
Firing. Ready to bring the heat.
I'm down.
I don't know what's up with the sound. Maybe this is normal. I don't know. Sounds a little weird.
Oh. This is it.
Oh
We're
shit.
out.
Sorry about that, everyone. Back.
The power storm is ready. All right, Warden. I hate to hit you when you're down, but you need armor. Stock up. Enemy down.
Soul severed.
Our siege tower's down. No more spawns, team. One hell of a fight. Land secured. Great work, team.
No, at least I revived a teammate. So almost 20 minutes. So I don't know. Let me get back to the alright, so that's my activity. So I'm out of the lobby, right? I think so. Okay. Hey, what's up, Jules? Yeah, so I had an issue where for whatever reason... Alright, so basically, for those who probably not heard me the first time, depending on when you joined, so when I play on stream and when I'm playing games, I don't have a capture card. Well, I have a capture card, but you know, it's kind of wonky. So whenever I'm playing a game, I'm utilizing my console to remote capture the footage onto the Xbox app, and then I OBS the app. That's how you guys see it. But some games don't cooperate very well with the remote feature. So for instance, with Doom the Dark Ages, I would have to like plug the controller into the into my laptop, which is what I'm doing for this game. But a game like, say, Silk Song Hollow Knight, I can play that perfect. Tekken 8, I can play that perfectly. But there's some games where it's just a little bit, it's a little annoying. But yeah, this is Highguard. I just finished one match. I would say this. If you were to go online right now, you're probably going to see a lot of hate for the game, more than likely. I would say that for someone like myself who is not really a hero, I'm not really a hero shooter type dude, but I see that this game, it's like a mix of you're gathering resources, like kind of like a Fortnite type of style, and then you're doing kind of like a, what is it called, like search and destroy, like as if you're playing Call of Duty or Battlefield, right? And with the whole thing of grabbing the sword and taking it to the enemy base, that aspect kind of is like a capture the flag kind of deal. So it's like, yeah, so they have a search and destroy mechanic, a capture the flag, gathering resources. That's what I see at the game so far. And they have like hero shooter abilities, you know, like something you would see like out of like I don't know, Apex Legends or so like that. So I think for people who really enjoy hero shooters, I think this game would appeal to them. Would I really be avidly playing this game? Probably not. And that's not because, oh, this game is trash. It's not like that. I have a very discerning taste, and I can compartmentalize my personal opinion of whether or not I like to play the game versus is the game good? Does the game suck? Does the game work well? So what I'll say is, for me, on my Xbox Series X, the game feels solid. It feels pretty good. I really like the riding on the horse. I think that's really good. I think a lot of it is like in terms of like gathering your weapons and doing that. I think that's pretty standard fare for some of the hero shooters I've seen. So it's not really breaking any new ground on that front. But like I said, I think if you're that type of person that likes these type of Apex Legends or these sort of games, I don't think it's a bad game in that regard. In my play, the game didn't crash. I didn't have a whole lot of slowdown. I didn't have no clipping. I didn't feel like I was struggling with the controls. I felt that the hit detection was okay. You know, I was able to determine where the enemy was shooting me from. It's just, I'm not good. You know, I don't have that Dr. Disrespect ability and skill in these types of games. But I think that, you know, I don't think that this game is absolute dog shit. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. But like I said, there was some controversy surrounding this game. And I do think that, you know, unfortunately, controversy can screw up a game's reputation. And it can lead to people not giving the game a chance. And they're just automatically writing it off. So I don't see, you know, not to say that there is any, but I don't see anything that I would say is like, oh my God, this is like DEI or anything like that. Unless there's people on the development team that is a part of that. I don't know. but based on what I can see of the characters, for instance, I like how the characters look. You know, if I'm being perfectly honest, like I said, this guy looks like Nathan Fillion. This guy looks pretty cool. This guy, I'm not really feeling. I think she looks pretty decent. In fact, she kind of looks almost like that chick that you see playing in those Jurassic Park movies. She's like the daughter of Ron Howard. She kind of reminds me of that a little bit in the face. This dude looks pretty cool. This character doesn't look too bad. Can I rotate? I'm trying to rotate the there we go. She looks like a pretty cool looking villainess. Not my favorite, but you know, I get what they were trying to go with this character. Well, I would say at least this character looks far better than the character model they're using for Fable. So I mean, look, you know, it's not gonna win over everybody, and that's totally fine. I just think that if you're the type of person that plays a lot of hero shooters, I think this game is worth trying out, maybe a match or two, and just see if you like the game, you know. That's what I think. But yeah, what's up, Nate Dogg? So yeah, that's pretty much my idea or my thoughts on the game so far. You know, at this point, I'm just gonna be kind of remixing what I just said. So this is not one of those games or genres I would say that I'm like an avid player of. You know, you're not gonna see me playing a whole lot of Marvel Rivals or Apex Legends. You know, like that's like its own genre of game. So I feel like if you are one of those people that love those free-to-play type of games, I think I think that this is a solid game. Naturally, those games will probably be higher quality in certain ways. Like maybe the teamwork might be better in Marvel Rivals. Maybe the gunplay might be better in Apex Legends. It just depends on your personal preference. But I can tell you from a game experience, I can tell you from my experience playing the game, I didn't encounter anything that, oh man, you know, I had to wait 20 years to get into the lobby, or the game froze, or the game crashed, or oh, this glitched out, or I clipped through the fucking floor. Like, there wasn't nothing like that for me. You know what I'm saying? But I can only speak for me. But I do think that this game, it's not the worst game I've ever played. So it's not dog shit. I would say that I would like if they increased the movement speed when you're sprinting. I feel like the sprint speed is just, I felt it was a little too slow. And I have seen some people who made the complaints prior to me playing this, that they feel that the 3-on-3 format with the size of the maps are a bit problematic. You know, some people feel that the size of the map is a little bit too large for only a 3-on-3 confrontation, where I can only assume that if the maps were a little bit smaller for 3-on-3, it would probably be a little bit better. So I don't know if the developers were looking to try to play it safe. And also, I've only played one match, so I don't know if all the maps are of that same size of what I just played on. I don't know. But this isn't really something that I would really be investing a lot of time into. But you know, if you're one of those people who just don't like this type, if you're the type of person that just does not like this style of game, then I feel like going on to Metacritic and review bombing the game, I don't think that's right. You know, I think if you're gonna have constructive feedback, you know, at least be someone that is interested in the genre. Don't just go and hate on the shit for the sake of hating. I think that's not the right thing. I don't think that's the right way to go about things, in my opinion. You know, so I don't know, take that with a grain of salt. But hey, the game is free to play. Download the shit, try it yourself. But yeah, I didn't really have any issues with the game, for me personally. So I guess with that, I'll probably just I'll log out real quick. Let me yeah, like I said, for whatever reason, this particular game doesn't do well for me when it comes to playing it while I'm going remote. No. Yeah. Let me reactivate my camera, because that's always a pain in the ass. Anytime I make like the slightest movements, you know. But yeah. So that's what's what. I don't know anybody who's still here. Anybody even in this chat? Let me see. Oh, okay, all right, somebody's here. Yeah, yeah, so I don't know if any of you've played this game yet. You know, what are your thoughts? You know, do you have any thoughts? You know, but yeah, you know, it is what it is. In fact, let me look at the Steam chart right now for this game. Let me see where this game currently is. Hold on, I gotta change the OBS right quick. Window capture. Wait, hold on. All right. So, Steam chart, Highguard. All right. That should be good. Oh, wait, no. Let me deactivate this. And let's activate. Wait, why am I... Wait a second. All right, it should pop up now. Oh, okay, here we go. So those are the current Steam charts right now. So you guys could probably see that. So 42, so basically had a high of 97,000 players, which is very impressive. And right now it's sitting at 42,509, which is not that bad. I'm not too big into free-to-play games. I don't like having to be online constantly. I mean, yeah, everybody has their thing, you know. I'm not really that big on free-to-play games myself, but for instance, the 2XKO, I don't mind that per se because it's a fighting game. You know, I've mostly been a fighting game player, and you know, with like open world games, Souls-like, but like first person shooter competitive games have never really been that's not really where I excel at, you know. Like if it's a first person adventure game, you know, like something like Doom, you know, Doom Dark Ages, where it's like a single player story narrative driven experience versus going into like fucking Call of Duty or whatever. Even though I do a little bit better in Call of Duty and Battlefield, it could be because of my play style. I tend to favor more of a supportive role. And but yeah, this style of game, it's not really my cup of tea, but you know, I don't think it's that bad. But I'm pretty sure over the course of the next couple of days, there's going to be a lot of people that's going to, like, you know, weigh in, give their opinions. I'm interested in seeing how the player, the Steam charts is going to reflect over the course of the next couple of days. Because the first time I seen this game, the player count was around 60-ish thousand. And this was like maybe, I don't know, like 3 or so hours ago. So it could be that people are logging on out of curiosity, like myself. They play 1 or 2 games and they kind of log off. Which I think is fair because, you know, people got lives, people got shit they got to do. You know, not everybody's going to be spending like 20 hours on the fucking game. But I think next weekend, you know, is going to be interesting to see, you know, when people are typically off from work. I think next weekend is going to be a very good indicator, as well as the days that follow. So let me refresh this. All right. Okay, so it looks like it's still. So I mean, from what I can see is that the numbers are going to go lower. Like the numbers are going to, because they're trending lower. So I'm just wondering where it's going to taper off to. That's what I'm curious. So I'm going to look at this for off and on throughout the day for the rest of the evening and see where it levels off at. Because I have a feeling more people are probably gonna like taper off, or it might see another spike. You might see another spike. It's possible, you know. So I don't know. Go on, good old X. Let me see. All right. I've played so this was 5 hours ago. I've played Highguard, and Jeff Keighley will be vindicated. This is an exceptionally well-crafted shooter that combines familiar Apex style gameplay. I mean, yeah, I mean, some people like it, you know. Let's see. Since I've actually played Highguard, now this is 20 hours ago. The one thing I'm looking forward to is people trying to compare it to another title. I suspect they will struggle. That shit is unique. Let's see. Who is this guy? Joker? All right. I know this guy. I know it's off but for Tekken 8. Okay. I understand Joker is a pretty good Tekken player. But if this is really the season 3 pass, which it's not, but if this is what he wants, this is going to be the fucking the nail in the coffin for this game. Nobody, who the fuck wants Snake in a Tekken game? Like, if you like, I gotta say that, like, if you're bitching and complaining about motherfucking Clive, what do you think Snake is going to do in a Tekken game? Like, this is why you can be a very good player, but there's a difference between being a good player and basically not being a part of that development team. Because if this is truly the next season 3 pass for Tekken 8, I know this is not official. This is basically his wish list. But if this were to be true, this game would be finished. I'm just saying. I am just fucking saying right now. Anyway, let me go on down. Highguard is another example of why I tire of online discourse regarding gaming showcases. The rise of anti-fans is huge. Back in the day, if something wasn't for you, you focus on the stuff you like. Now people put as much energy into hating something as they do when they like. And this is 4 hours ago. Let's see. Okay. Highguard is a fantastic and utterly unique new live service shooter. That's from Polygon. Dr. Disrespect created a fake Highguard badge and lied about being invited to the preview. Huh. Oh, that's interesting. That is interesting. Okay. Highguard appears to be getting mostly negative reviews and a user score of about 5 out of 10 according to Steam. Less than 2 hours from launch. Shout out to Rise Son of Rome. One of the game, like this particular game, Rise Son of Rome, I will always say that due to fucking PlayStation fanboys and the PC elitists, they utterly destroyed the game when this was one of the better launch titles back then with the Xbox One back in 2013. So shout out to Rise Son of Rome. I'll definitely like this. Let's see. Highguard devs respond to posters declaring it dead on arrival. Oh shit, what? Hold on. I'm not a fan of how this character looks, honestly, but you know, that's just me. I think the other character models look pretty solid. We don't need player counts to be super huge in order to be successful. I mean, to be perfectly honest, they're not completely lying. That's right up there with you know, you can say that you don't need a whole bunch of subscribers to be successful on YouTube or Twitch. And the line of thought with that is for instance, when you're monetized, or even if, well, let's just say if you're monetized on YouTube, which is like 1,000 subscribers or whatever. So let's just say if you have 1,200 subscribers on YouTube, and you know your audience doesn't really do anything. They're not really interacting with your videos. They're not really liking that. Some of them are, or many of them don't really. They're not really engaging with your content. Whereas you have another channel who has 1,200 subscribers. They're liking, commenting, sharing, engaging in the chat. They're also, maybe many of them are channel members or subscribers if it's on Twitch. You know, also they're doing the super chat thing. So if you have an audience that is doing that for your particular YouTube channel, for instance, yeah, your YouTube channel can be financially successful because you have a more active audience. So in that regard, what they're saying right here, in this particular this thing right here, it's kind of true, because for instance in Highguard, If you're one of those fans that are, you are playing the game, you are buying like the, things of the in-game shop, yeah, you might have a very low player count, but if you have an active audience, that really is what matters. Again, to go back to the YouTube example, you can have 100,000 subscribers on your YouTube channel, but if you're putting out a video and like maybe 10% of your audience is really checking you out, it's okay. But if you have another channel who has 100,000 subs and they're like liking, commenting, super chatting you, who's really more successful? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, in that regard, with what they say, the devs, they're saying about we don't need a high player count, because you can have a high player count. What does that mean that you have a high player count? I mean, maybe it means something, but if you having a high player count is not really translating to those players buying things in the actual shop, then you're not going to have as much success. When it comes down to the X's and O's, that's how I look at it. Because the game is free to play, so there's really no barrier of entry to download the game and play the fucking game. So if you're just playing the game and you're not buying things in the shop, unless we're talking about maybe these companies get like ad revenue and shit like that. I don't fucking know. I don't really know everything of the free to play model, but I know I can speak of 2KXO. For instance, see this right here, possible add-ons. If people are, hold on, is this showing? Let me make sure this is showing. Yeah, so if people are buying these things right here, the $5 points, the $10 points, then yeah, you can have a game, another free-to-play game like 2XKO. It may, and I'm just using this as an example, you can have very low player counts on Steam, but if those people that are playing the game are, they're really financially supporting the game, then to that developer, having a high player count is like, okay, it's okay, it's nice to have, and I think that's what they're really getting at, if I had to guess. Let me look at. Let me X that out. So this person, Teresa Razamkova, 2 of the games I worked on, being top 2 on Twitch right now. I feel pretty damn lucky. Oh, okay. So this person says you need at least 4 to 5 matches of Highguard to get it to click. And if you aren't trying to get it to click, then you're not going to like it. You can jump into any PvP game, put zero thought into the mechanics, die, and say it's bad. I kind of agree. For me, I've only played 1 match, but I know where I'm at. I know I am not, I'm not good at these games. I never claimed to be. So I guess I put in an hour and 22 minutes for the game. Yeah, I put in an hour and 22 minutes into the game, and I played 1 match, and I enjoyed what I played. It wasn't bad, but it comes, for me, this is where I think, as I said before, I think it really comes down to if you are already a fan of the genre. It reminds me of, You can play, for instance, you could play a video game like, let's say if you're playing Dragon Ball, let's say if you're playing a Dragon Ball fighting game. Well, let's say if you're not into fighting games. Let's say if you're not even into Dragon Ball. So that's two things. So you're playing Dragon Ball Fighters or Sparking Blast or whatever Dragon Ball game, you're right. You're not into fighting games and you're not into the Dragon Ball license. So those are two things that are just, I don't know. It's going to be hard to really formulate an opinion that's fair unless you have that ability to judge the game on its mechanics alone, which many people cannot do. You know, for instance, on the opposite side, you can love fighting games, you can love Dragon Ball, play the game, but because of your love for both of those two things, your opinion is going to be heavily biased because you love Dragon Ball and you love fighting games. But you're not pointing out like, oh, well, maybe this game, it froze, maybe it lagged. So I think when it comes to reviewing games, you know, I think it is, there is a bit of skill as far as I'm concerned. You have to be able to put aside certain biases and look at just the core game. Like, is the core game fun? Does it make sense? Do you feel that you're struggling with the controls? Is there lag? Are there repeatable glitches? You know, I think if you can look at a game objectively in that way, I think that sets apart someone who is truly gifted at game critiques versus somebody who's just being a fanboy for a game or against a game. And I do think that does take a degree of skill and ability, in my opinion. You know, like I said, you know, I see what this game is looking to do. I can see the inspirations in terms of they have different modes of play that you would find in like a Call of Duty or a Battlefield game, but they've kind of smushed them together in these different phases. And that might rub some people the wrong way. I've seen people, they would criticize a game for trying to do too much. You know, they'll criticize a game for, oh, the game is all over the place. The game doesn't know what it wants to be. I've seen those critiques. You know, so at the end of the day, you know, it comes down to you. It comes down to if you enjoy what you play, it's all on you. Let's see. What else we got? Oh, I'm not going to even comment on this. Oh, wow. Hi there, I'm Chin, the creator manager for Highguard, and I can confirm Dr. Disrespect was not invited to any Highguard event past or present, and the badge was not an official badge. So I think in this situation, he probably said something that was probably went against the game and said that all right, let me see something. Let me search for him real quick. Because he probably gave some sort of let me see, Dr. Disrespect. Okay. So this was 7 hours ago. So they were, okay, so he's trying the game. Oh, so that's probably what they're meaning. Interesting. So the developer is saying that this photo is incorrect. Like this photo is a fake or something like that. I don't know, man. That's interesting. That is interesting. That is very interesting. So we got... So... Yeah. Creator, manager, right? You know, it says he was not invited. So this is interesting. What are the comments for this? So this is 2 days ago. Well, this is 2 days ago, so okay, somebody addressed this. Wow. Yeah, they're really going after him here. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I wouldn't even understand if this is true. I don't even understand why someone of Dr. Disres... Now, this is all assuming if that's true. If he indeed faked his way, or not faked his way into the premiere, they're saying that he never showed, but he creates this badge. Like, that's if it's true. I don't fucking know. It doesn't matter to me either way, but that's what's being said. So, but if that is true and Dr. Disrespect did go this particular route, it would make, I don't know why, what would have been the point of that. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't really know. That's kind of strange. I don't know what to believe on that front. But I don't know. Let me see what's going on. All right. All right, I've been at this for like 2 hours. I don't think anything else is coming out of this. So I might get me something to eat. I might hop back on this later. I'm not sure. Let me see. What else people are saying about this game? All right. And this person says, the game is free. If you're interested, play it. If not, go play something else. It's not that hard. Oh, and this guy. So he says, trying to give Tekken 8 a chance. Played versus Clive for the first time. What have they done to Tekken, man? Now just imagine if they were to add Solid Snake into this game. This game would be... People would think they're frustrated now. Shit. Anyway. I like this commercial.
Timmy, I'm from
Commercial's
the Dream Come
hilarious.
True Fantasy Foundation. You ready to wrestle?
You bet! Mom! Dad! It's really him!
I actually remember this commercial when I was a kid.
Now I'm ready.
It's like, it looks so real.
It looks so real.
Don't count on Sprite to do anything but quench your thirst.
Oh
I'm
man,
from the dream.
that shit was classic. That was a classic commercial back in the day. All right. So Destin Legary, dang, it looks like everyone got an invite to this Highguard event. This is so strange. Well, this is what this guy says. GameSpot.
Here is the gameplay loop of Highguard. Highguard is played with teams of 3, and each person on the team picks from one of 8 wardens, which offers different powers and abilities. The team then picks one of 6 bases to choose from, as does the opposing team, and then a map is generated using the 2 bases as either endpoint of the map. For about the first minute or so of a match, you set up your defenses and reinforce your base. After that, you venture out into the map. You can mine a mineral called Vespa, which you can trade in for new upgrades, and you can even find those upgrades in loot chests.
Mode, so there's nothing really new. Okay, so this guy, he's part of the dev team, right? Yeah, he's part of the dev team. So I know he's feeling pretty proud. And I mean, as you should. I mean, you know, if you made a game, you know, you put a lot of time and effort into it. So, you know, I gotta give him respect for that. Highguard is the first game I've shipped and my first project as rigging lead. I'm so proud of what our scrappy tech art team accomplished. The human passion that went into the game continues to inspire me, and I'm honored to be a part of it. Of that, yeah, part of it. Okay. Look at this fucking weirdo. Mental illness, man. Mental illness. Let's see. What the hell? A biological male presenting as female admits he can't become biological. What the fuck, man? Yo, these people are fucking weird, yo. Okay, this person says, a very interesting narrative. Jeff Keighley wants eyes brought to. I don't think anybody got paid to promote Highguard. Maybe like a turkey sandwich. Oh boy, shit is wild. Anyway, I'm just gonna veer off here. I might check out a few streams myself. Probably take a nap. Anyway, I'm out. Thanks to the 4 people that were here. Appreciate it. I guess maybe when I come back, I'll probably play. I will be playing something else. But yeah, I'll just leave it and say this. I didn't mind Highguard. Maybe I'll play it again. If I'm being honest, I might play it again out of curiosity. Maybe I'll try something different or whatever. But yeah, I didn't hate my experience playing the game. So I'll just say that. Yeah. But anyway, let me stop this